What is up, YouTube? This is DFishFan back again with another video. I told you I'd be making a lot of videos. That's what happens when you're stuck living in a room in San Diego. So, nonetheless, let's get on with Cards Not to Forget. I have no idea what episode this is, but it will be in the title. Alright, so first up, I don't know if I've done her in the Cards Not to Forget before. I may have, so just ignore it if you've seen it already. But nonetheless, Sage of Silence is a light level 4 spellcaster, 1400 attack, 1000 defense. Not good stats. Okay. But if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, your opponent cannot activate spell cards during their next turn. That is a pretty huge effect. There's decks that rely on spells like Gravekeepers and Dark Worlds and stuff. And you guys all know how good Naturia Beast is. Obviously this card is no Naturia Beast, but it's a level 4 that can stop your opponent from using spells by running over monsters. That's pretty damn good. So you may have to combo it, maybe with like Book of Moon, Tsukuyomi to get their monsters in defense and then run over it with 14. Because then it could be able to run over like Thunder King and shit like that. Also maybe with Honest, light, this is a light target. I don't really know what deck this would be usable in at the moment, but I definitely see the potential there. If you can keep your opponent from playing spell cards, which are usually the most broken in the format, hence Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. This is a pretty good card, or at least a good effect. So definitely keep that in mind. If there's an easy way to get off her effect, it's definitely worth it. Alright, next up we have Uniflora, mystical beast of the forest. One of the weirdest card arts I've ever seen. It's like a unicorn with moss growing on it. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is, but nonetheless, it's Earth level 1 beast, 700 attack, 500 defense. And its effect reads: if all monsters in your graveyard are beast type, you can tribute this card, special one beast-type monster from your hand or graveyard, except himself, but it cannot attack. So pretty much, you tribute it, and you special a beast from your hand or graveyard. That's a pretty good effect. It has no restrictions on which monster you can special, besides himself, obviously, because that'd be a paradox. But it's pretty good. Like, if there's ever a boss beast, like, Green Baboon once was, well, I mean, you can still get Baboon, but he's not that great anymore. You can just tribute him, or 1-for-1, get him, tribute, and bring back the boss monster. So that's pretty damn good. Like I just said, he's a 1-for-1 target. And Beast has some pretty decent support. You guys all know Horn of the Peanut Butter, as I like to say, but Horn of the Phantom Beast. I think it's a decent card and probably will come into play in future formats if Beasts ever get good enough support. Alright, so Mahunder, I don't know what the fuck that is, but light, level 4, thunder type monster, 1400 attack, 700 defense. Not the greatest stats in the world, but once per turn you can normal summon one level 4 light thunder type monster from your hand, except Mahunder, as an additional normal summon. You guys all know how good the Karakuri Tuner is, Nanishi, or Karakuri Beauty. You guys all know how good Marauding Captain once was, even though that was a special summon. I believe the Heroics, or one of them, or the Noble Knights, one of them, you can just do an extra normal summons. That's like the whole theme of the deck. This is a pretty damn good card, because the first thing that came to mind was I go Mahunder, normal summon Thunder King. I already have a rank 4 if I want, if I really need to. But Thunder King opening is pretty damn good with another monster. That's even better. So it's Thunder. That's the only thing that's kind of a meh, because there's not really much you can do with the Thunder type. Thunder King is himself. Like, he gets away with being Thunder because he's the Lone Ranger. He can just handle business all by himself. But this one, you would probably need support for this card. But nonetheless, pretty good opener. It's another normal summon, so they can't max C and shit like that. But yeah. Alright, more ritual support. Ritual Foregone. I know I've been wanting to talk about this card for a while. What it does is it pay 1,000 life points, special summon one ritual monster from your hand. The ritual monster special summoned by this effect cannot attack and is destroyed during the end phase. Only one Ritual Foregone can be activated per turn. So, the main way I see this card is it's like an instant fusion, except from it's a, you know, it's a -1 because you have to use it from your hand, but it's decent because it can set up plays. Like, I know rituals, the main drawback that they designed them with is that they're pretty much dead in your hand if you can't get them out. So Ritual Foregone, you know, you can just at least special it. Who knows, maybe it just says it can't attack. You can still activate the effect. You can still exceed with it. You can still synchro with it. Those are pretty good options, in my opinion. So, yeah, who knows, maybe relinquish, special, take their monster, it gets destroyed at the end phase, so the other monster gets destroyed. That's pretty decent. And it's only 1,000 life points, like instant fusion. So I think this has a couple plays. And last but not least, Mist Valley Apex Avian. I actually heard a friend of mine, Cameron, from Santa Barbara area. I heard him talking about this card because I don't know. I didn't know. I just heard that he wanted this fucking card. It's like a big ass giant gay bird, and it has a beast effect. I was like, all right. So I never really looked it up. I forgot to. But then I was looking through my Hidden Arsenal shit yesterday, and I found him, and I was like, holy shit, look at his effect. Okay, so it's a wind, level 7, wing beast, 2700 attack, 2000. So, pretty decent stats. Not bad. When an effect is activated, so at any time, as long as it's spell speed, you know, equal to this, you can select one face-up Mist Valley card you control, return that Mist Valley card to its owner's hand, negate the effect's activation, destroy the card whose effect was activated. So, it's like a Herald, except you just had to bounce a Mist Valley, which fits into their theme pretty nicely. So that's a pretty damn good effect. So I can definitely see why he's the boss monster of Mist Valleys. He stops any effect, which is ridiculous, and he's a 2700 beater. The only problem I see is getting him out there. Worst case scenario, you can bounce himself, but then you have to worry about getting him out there again. I don't know, maybe Star Blast or something. I have no idea, but I definitely see the potential in this card and want to build a fun deck on DN with it. So, yeah, this has been Cards Not to Forget. Hope you guys enjoy. Remember to leave comments down below if you have any ideas for any future Cards Not to Forget, and also what you thought about these cards. So, press the like video also if you like the video. Makes sense. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Laters.